This is the 2025 Toyota Camry XSE. And in today's Vehicle Visionary video, I'm going to tell you about the advantages that the Camry offers over the Honda Accord. Hey everybody, it's Tom from Vehicle Visionary. I hope you're having a great day. We're back at Yoakum Toyota today to go over the details on this Camry. If you want to know more about this particular model or anything else they have in inventory, check out the link down in the description of the video. First of all, styling. That is going to be one of the biggest differences between the two. I'm curious to know, which do you prefer, the Accord or this Camry? The 11th generation of the Accord has drawn a lot of criticism since its debut in early 2023 as far as its overall styling. But I think that will be the opposite here with most people. LED projector style headlights, LED daytime running lights, and LED turn signal indicators. Your classic Toyota look here on the front end with the upper and the lower grille. A very nice look. Now, something that I think a lot of people might like here is the lack of gloss black with this lower grille area. It's actually going to be body color. Now, you will have a little bit of gloss black here in this area. Tell me what your thoughts are on that. Well, one thing that is a huge difference is going to be the fact that all-wheel drive is not available with the Accord at all. Something you will find here. That is available front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive with the Camry. And we're going to have the 19-inch wheels. You're still going to have a gloss finish, but not gloss black. I'm always curious to know who prefers gloss black. The gray finish, I think, fits very well. And with the side view mirrors, they're going to be heated, power adjustable. You can see the turn signal indicator built in right there. You'll also have your blind spot monitoring. The only thing missing with the side view mirrors is that they are not going to be power folding. They're manually folding, but that's going to get the job done. Something else the Accord does not offer is what we find up here, and that's going to be the panoramic sunroof. I know a lot of you ask about that, saying, Tom, I want my panoramic sunroof. Well, that's what you can have here with the Camry. We're going to finish things off here on the rear with our gloss rear spoiler. The LED tail lights will be back here. A very nice look, somewhat similar to what we saw on the front end. And there is that logo that you will not find on any Honda Accord. With the Camry, you're looking at a couple of different numbers that are both going to be above the Accord Hybrid when it comes to horsepower. In this case, we have the all-wheel drive version, which means we're making 232 horsepower and 163 pounds-feet of torque. This is a combination of combined horsepower between the 2.5-liter four-cylinder and 3 electric motors. Now, the difference is that the Accord will have a lot more torque. It's going to have a 2-liter four-cylinder combined with dual electric motors, 204 horsepower and 247 pounds-feet of torque. Both will feature an eCVT as far as the transmission goes. And how about your MPGs? With the Camry, you're looking at 48 city, 47 highway, and 47 combined. MPGs for the Accord Hybrid will be 46 city, 44 highway, and 41 combined. And not much of a difference when it comes to the gas tank size on each model. With the Camry, we're looking at 13 gallons. With the Accord, we're looking at about 12.8 gallons. The Accord will win out when it comes to cargo capacity at 16.7 cubic feet, with the Camry 15.1 cubic feet, whether you go hybrid or non-hybrid. But there is a very big difference between the two that should make a lot of you happy. I don't know how well you can see it. In fact, let me see if I can get this out of the way. Something the Accord does not come with. You have to buy it aftermarket, and that is a spare tire. As you can see, the Camry comes with a spare tire. And something I like here with the Camry is the presence of a flat armrest right here instead of being angled in the front. I like that, just more comfortable. You can have the door bin right here. And there is our sunroof. That front portion will tilt and slide open, and you have the power shade that can be drawn back and forth depending on what you want to do. Rear seat pockets on the back of both seats, and air conditioning vents along with USB connectivity here on the rear of the center console. And you will also find the fold down armrest with the cup holders built in. It would be nice to have some kind of a little tab or something up here to grab a hold of instead of having to reach all the way in like that to pull it down. Not a big deal necessarily, but that's just something that I noticed that I think could be improved upon very easily. Both models can get into the mid to high $30,000 range depending on trim level and how you option it out. So if you're curious, that's the situation. But I will say that I like the interior here in the Camry more. I just think it looks a little more modernized. Some people might have varying opinions on that, and that's perfectly fine. I'm always curious to see what you think about things like that. Here's your upper console with the Camry. There's how you're going to manage your power shade and the power sunroof, and you can see what else is here. And we'll find that we have a power passenger seat, heated and ventilated. The thing that's different between the Accord and the Camry is that with the Camry, you can raise and lower the height of the seat. You can't do that with the Accord. Now, you don't have lumbar support with the passenger seat on the Camry. You will find that on the driver's side for the driver's seat over here. Both, of course, heated, ventilated, all that good stuff. Here are all of your controls for your side view mirrors, your door locks, window locks, and controlling your windows. You can see some of your other features right here, such as being able to pop the trunk open. You can open your gas door. I think you know what else is here. A tilt and telescopically adjustable steering wheel. Just drop the lever right there and you're good to go with that. We do have a head-up display here, and we also have our steering wheel mounted controls. Everything for your windshield wipers here, turn signal indicators and headlights controlled here, and 12.3-inch driver's display and center screen. Both very nice, a very modern look, and very easy to deal with. Take a quick look here at what we have with our cameras on the Camry. Now, that's one thing that is also going to be different. You don't have this overhead view with the Accord. You just have the multi-view rear view camera with 3 different views. But you know what? It does get the job done. That's nice to see. You're going to have your different views here, a couple of different views depending on what you need to see with the Camry. But I do like that overhead view with the trajectory lines. You'll also have your head-up display. I don't know how easy that is to see. There are Accord hybrid trim levels that also offer a head-up display. And we're going to have everything here for pairing our smartphone. You can do that wirelessly with both models. And we'll go right here and show you what's going on with some of the options that are available. We're not going to go through everything, but just to show you a few things here and give you a quick look as far as all of this goes. Go back here. And how about trip information? Now, that's going to give you some details about what's going on with the vehicle when you're out on the road, or if you just want to leave that up around town, get your information here. So a few different things. We can clear the data if we want to. Your settings are right here. Pretty easy to deal with. I like that it's not too much. It's fairly, I'd say, compacted, so it's not a bunch of sub-menus that you have to deal with depending on what you need to do. We'll find everything here for our dual zone climate control, and then your ventilated seats here, heated seats. We do have a heated steering wheel. But I'll tell you one thing about the ventilated seats. They instantly got cool as soon as I turned the vehicle on. They cooled off a little bit more as time went forward, but I liked how I instantly felt cool air. That was very nice. Air conditioning vents, we have some more USB connectivity right here, as you can see. Wireless charging pad is going to be here, our conventional style shifter. By the way, when you come all the way back like this, you can bump the shifter over and manually work your way through the gears to give you just a little bit more of a sporty feel, a little bit more feeling involved in driving the vehicle. We have our driving modes. We're going to have Eco, Normal, Sport. All that's going to be here. You have your brake hold mode, EV right there. There's your power parking brake and your cup holders. And when you go through your driving modes, you will have graphics that come up on the screen. It's not going to change dramatically. Kind of seems like it should, but you basically get the same thing with just the mode name right there, as you can see. And we'll also have our center console, a reasonable amount of space within, and you can see that we also have a 12-volt power outlet. Driving the Camry is a nice experience, nice responsive steering, helps to have the tight turning radius, and the driver's seat is comfortable. It feels like it would remain comfortable on a long road trip for quite a long period of time before you needed to stop and take a break and stretch your legs. A lot of adjustability built in here between the steering wheel and the driver's seat, so those of pretty much any height should be able to get things set things up to where they're nice and comfortable, able to see nicely and enjoy driving, unless you're extraordinarily tall or extraordinarily not so tall. But even in that case, you might still be able to do something. I am curious to know, for those of you who are over 6 feet tall, or maybe around 5 feet or a little under, how do you handle driving the Camry? Are you comfortable? How does that work out for you? Everything is easy to get to and easy to learn, and that goes both ways with the Accord and the Camry. Simple to use and learn technology, which is always nice to have. Nothing that I would call overly complicated. In fact, I wouldn't say it's complicated in either direction with either model. So easy to learn, easy to use. Now, I will say that the Camry offers good acceleration. The Accord does too, but it just seems that the acceleration here is maybe a little better with the Camry than it is with the Accord. And I'm driving in normal mode. Let's see what the difference is if I go into sport mode as far as the difference. Yeah, I can definitely tell a little bit of a difference. So if you need that extra oomph to get up to speed, to get around the slower moving vehicles, whatever you need to do, hit sport mode, hit that button, and you'll be in good shape. Now, I'm not going to tell you that it's a major difference, but you will tell a little bit of a difference in the acceleration and how well the Camry accelerates. And it's going to do the same thing with the Accord. But if I had to say which one I believe drives better overall, I would definitely say it's the Camry. There it is, the 2025 Toyota Camry XSE HEV in all-wheel drive. Those are the advantages over the Accord as far as what you can get here that you can't get with the Accord. But I'm curious to know which you prefer and why. Everybody's going to have their personal preferences. Doesn't mean that one is ultimately better than the other. It just means that some people will have their reasons for saying, I'd rather go with the Accord or I'd rather go with the Camry. Tell me all about it down in the comments section. I'd like to say a special thanks to my friends at Yoakum Toyota for loaning me this Camry for the day so I could tell you all about it. And a special thanks to all of you for being kind enough to give me the opportunity to give you a vision for your next vehicle. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button. That's very helpful to me. Please share this video on your timelines on social media so other people can see it. And subscribe to the Vehicle Visionary YouTube channel if you haven't done so just yet, so you don't miss any future videos. If you'd like to learn about additional vehicles you may wish to consider purchasing, check out the video that's on the screen right now, and I will see you there.